Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Arsalan and today we are going to create a new HTML, CSS and JavaScript project, and that is to create a digital clock. As you can see on the screen, we have created a UI with the help of HTML, and we have also implemented the logic to create a digital clock. So as you can see on the screen, there is a digital clock which we have created with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So today we will be learning to create a project based on HTML, CSS and JavaScript, that is to create a digital clock. So we will be starting from scratch. This is just the overview of the project I am giving you, that this is the type of project we will be creating today, and we will be starting to create a project with a scratch. So yeah, here I have written my code here. We will be creating a code from scratch, and I will be just showing you step by step, each and every step, how you will be creating this project. So let's start this tutorial, and we will be creating another file that will be including my digital clock dot digital clock dot html. Now this is the new file in which we will be just implementing our logic, and we will be starting from scratch. So I will be also sharing the source code with you, and you can just watch this source code on my video on YouTube, which will be linked in the description below. So let's start this tutorial, and just before starting with this tutorial guys, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So let's just start, and I will be just starting from here, and I will be creating a document here, and I will be just disposing this port, and I will be starting this new port of digitalclock.html. Alright, so I will be just clicking on this go live here, and I will be getting a uh, new browser open, and I will be just renaming this and making it title as digital clock. All right, and then I will be just uh, starting with my logic to create a digital clock. So first of all, I will be applying a logic to create a container here. Let's just create a container here, and in this container I will be having two things. First of all, it will be my date. Alright, so I will be just creating a div here which will be having a my date here, and this will be having any date. Let's say we have year 2023, and then a month of August, and then we have 23 August, 2023 August, and 29 is the date, and the day is Tuesday. So this is the day we are talking about, this is the date we are talking about, and then we will having a time. So uh, dot time, so we can just put put some random time here. Let's say we have 12:42 or some second, let's say 36 second, and this is the time we will be putting. So this is just the uh, initial value we are putting. However, we will be changing it with the help of JavaScript dynamically, so you can see that we are getting this type of value. Now let's just move on to writing the CSS part here. You can create an external CSS. I will be just creating internal CSS here, and to do that, first of all I will be writing a style here, and let me zoom in here to make it more focused, and then I will be writing a universal styling here, and first of all I will be just making padding and margin 0, and box sizing border box. Now I have removed all the default padding and margin from here which were coming earlier. Now you can see that they will be just shifted to this screen, to the left, right and topmost. Sorry, the to the topmost of the screen and the left most of the screen. So you can see that they are just sticked to the left top corner of the screen. Before, if we haven't put this value, let me show it to you, that if you haven't put this value, they haven't shifted it to the topmost of the uh, screen. So the moment I will be doing this, you can see that I am getting my value to my top left. And now I can just write a body here, and then I am selecting this body here directly, and I will be writing a display flex here. And after writing display flex, I will be having to give a flex direction column, and then I can just write the min height 100 vh and width as 100 vw, and I can give a background color as #00012, something like this, and it will be like a color as something blue. I can just uh, increase the bluish of it, increase the and you can see that I am getting more bluish color. Previously it was a black color. So now let's just change, just talk about the container. Now let's talk about the container, and now just write the container functionality here. So I will be writing a height here. Let's say I have a height as 400 pixels and width as 800 pixels, and I will be writing a display flex here, align items center, justify content center. And for this body also I have to write justify content center and align item center. So why I am writing align item center, justify content center, I will be showing it to you that why I am writing this. So first of all, let's give a box shadow to it. Box shadow 0 0 0 10 pixels, uh, blue, and I will be selecting more aquish color, something like this. And let me show it to you that how it's coming up to be. See, it's coming up to be like this. Now I will be showing it to you that why I have put align item center, justify content in my body. So if I just comment it down for a while and show it to you, that it will be just here only. So it is on my top left screen. I want it in the center of the screen, both horizontally and vertically. To do that, I have to just make sure that my justify content is center and align item center. So justify content center, let me show it to you that if I just put align item center, it will be like this. And if I just make sure that both of them are justify content center and align item center, it will be both horizontally and vertically center. Similarly, there is some text inside my container. Inside my container there is some text, right? So what I will be doing here is, first of all, I will be changing the color of the container. Let's change the color as white. All right, so I have changed the color as white, and the moment I will be just commenting these two, justify content and align item center, justify content center, you will be seeing that these two code will be not running anymore. So what you will be getting here is, you will be getting this value on my top left corner of the container. Now I want it in center of the container, both horizontally or vertically, and also I have to make sure that the flex direction is column, because I want these two things, my date and my time. I will be just writing my time here, and I want both of these value on different lines. You can see previously I was getting on the single line, right now I am getting on two different lines. All right, now I can write justify content as center. Instead of this, if I just write space around, and if I do this, you will be seeing that I am getting a space between both of these uh, both of these uh, both of these date and my time. Now I will be just writing some CSS specifically for my date. So dot my date, and I will be first of all changing font family of this Times New Roman, and the moment I will be doing this, I will be getting this value here, and then I will be changing the font size as well. So font size, and font size is, let's say, instead of changing font size, what I can do here is I can just write H3 here, H3 here, and H3 here, and H1 here, and H1 here. I am making these two as a heading. Let's see what the output is coming up here. Yet we have to still we have to just change the font size, so we can just make sure that we just increase it by some value. Let's say I am increasing it by 2 RAM. 2 RAM is my date, and then I can just write my time. I'm just making it a temporary value. I will be changing it if I do not like it. So we are just checking that whether it's looking good or not, and then we can of course change it. So let's say what I will be doing is I will writing the font size as let's say I have font size as 3 or 4 RAM, and 4 RAM is looking good and nice. And I can just instead of this space around, what I can do here is I can just put center only, and they will be centered like this. And after doing this, I can just give a margin between these two. So I can write margin from top bottom. I need a margin of, let's say, 12 pixels and 0 pixels. So 12 pixel from top bottom and 0 pixel from left right. So this is the margin I will be getting here. Let's just increase a value by 15 pixels. So I have just changed it to 15 pixels, and now you can see that I am getting good margin. So this is good enough. Right now what I will be doing here, I will be just increasing the size of the my time value, and then I can just see what I'm getting here is this. Now in my previous project, in my previous the thing which I have, the overview which I have showed to you, it was looking like something like this. So you can just try to copy this, but I do not want to copy this. I just want to give you an overview of this, and I will be just applying the logic according to this, right? So let's just not only focus on this, we have to just apply the logic on our own. So we have just made it like this. Right now what I will be doing here is I will just including the font family here too. Font family, let's make it cursive here, and let's see what's the output coming up here. So it's looking nice. However, I still want to increase the size of the my time. See, I'm getting good enough value. Now I want to just decrease, or I can just or more increase the size a bit more. See, I'm getting a good value now. What I will be doing here is I will be just including the in my container, I will be including a box shadow here. Instead of this, I can just make sure that I put a aqua value here, and then I can just write to 0020 pixels aquamarine. And after doing this, I will be getting the value something like this. And right now I want the box shadow inside my box. So to do that, I will be just writing 40 pixels inset aqua, and 80 pixels aqua, and 180 pixels inset aqua. So that is the value I have put. I have some random value to get the box shadow outside and inside my container. So let's see what's the output coming up here. It's looking nice, and it's looking good. Now what I will be doing here is I will be creating a text shadow here. Text shadow 10 pixels. Let's say I put a value as black. Let's see how it's coming, how it's looking. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking nice. However, it's not looking that nice. So but I will be just changing it to, like, let's say I put 20 pixels white here. Yeah, it's looking great now. And then I will be just similarly changing it for my time as well. So text shadow, and then I can just put a value as 10 pixels white, 10 pixels white, and 20 pixels aqua. and 00 let's say 5 pixels as black. So I haven't learned this value, I'm just putting some random value which will be looking good on my project. So I'm just trying to see that what will be looking good on my project. So you can just try hit and try method. So let's see, it's looking like this, it's not looking good enough, so I will be just removing it. So what I will be removing, I will be removing this aqua part from here, and right now if I see it's looking better, and then I can just make sure that I put a correct uh, make sure that I put a border radius here as well. So border radius as 10 pixels. Now let's see, it's looking good enough. Now that the clock UI is looking great. Now if I want to apply the logic, how I'm going to apply the logic, I want to change this whole code dynamically, which means that the date should be coming dynamically and the time should be changing dynamically. So how I am going to approach this? So we have JavaScript to do that. So what I'm going to do here is I will be writing a script here, a script, and let's start writing script. So first of all, I will be targeting my what I will be targeting. I will be targeting this date. So to do that, first of all, I need a year, then a month, then a date and a day. So I need 4 values here. So let's first of all focus on date. So my date. All right. So we have a function called, our JavaScript function called a new date. So if I say let let date is equals to new date and print this value, let me show it to you that if I console.log, if I just do it like this, console.log, and if I say that console.log date, and then if I show it to you on my console, console, let me just inspect it again, and right now if you see that I'm getting a value as Tuesday, August 29, 23, 30 and something like this. Now what I will be doing here is I want this value in my date. Alright, so I will be changing it dynamically as I've told you. So first of all, I need a year. So if I say that let year is equals to date dot get full year, and let month is equals to date dot month, and if I just change let date day is equals to date dot get date, sorry, it was a date not a date, and I have changed it, I will be changing it to my date, and it will be my date here as well, and my here, so here as well and here as well, and I have to put a parenthesis here as well, and after this it will be my date. And if I just print all of these value, let me just put one more, let me just create one more value, that will be my day. So let's just make sure that I put a let day is equals to my date dot get day. Now I have 4 variables here, in fact 5 variables. I will be printing all of them and show it to you that how it's coming up to be. So if I just console.log date, and if I just print 5 values here, first of all it's date, and let's say it's year second, and then third it's month, and then fourth it's date, it should be my date in fact, and then lastly if I just say day here, and if I just show it to you on my console that I am getting my date dot month is not a function, get month, it should be get month, not a month, get month, and then if I just show it to any console that I'm getting 2023 and the 7th as my value, 2029, sorry 29 and 2. Now you might be confused Yeah, I know that you might be confused at why we are getting 7. So guys, when we print this value of month here, let me just focus on this month only right now. So what it happens here in JavaScript, that when we print the value of the month, get month, when we get the month, we get the value, and we have a 8th month, right? August is the 8th month, but we are getting a 7th value. So what it happens here, when we start the month indexing, it start from 0. So the January is 0 and February is 1. So something, it's like something like this happens. So it's start from 0. So January is 0, February is 1, and so on and so forth. So finally when we come upon August, that is our 8th month, it's coming up to be 7th. So what I will be doing here is I will be just increasing it by 1, and while if I show it to you, then if I do it like this, it will be giving me a 8 value. Right now you might be seeing that we are getting an August value here. So what I can do here is we can create an array. Let months is equals to an array, and then we can just give the index value of this month into this to get our value of August. So I have already an array, so I can just copy it from my last tutorial to not waste our time. I will be just copying it down here and just pasting it down here. So why I haven't what I did here is I just copy pasted this value, because I do not want to write the months here, right? You can write it on your own: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So to not waste our time, I have just written it like this, and you can just copy paste it from anywhere you wish to, or you can just type it manually. I was just I just did it to save my time. Now if I want to get the name of my month, what I can do here is, instead of this I will be just saying that months and indexing the value of month plus 1. Now on my console here, if you see, I will be getting a value as September. So why it's coming up to September, let's see. 0 1 format document, uh, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So it's 7. So I do not have to put 1 actually here, because see what is happening here is, see, the indexing of the months only start from 0, so we do not have to put it actually. So to get the year, means the indexing start from 0 only here, right? So it's 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and the month also is 7. So we can directly write the month here, so that's why it's the September what was coming here. So you can just put it like this. All right, so I can just write months, indexing month, and it will be giving me an August value. Similarly, if I print console.log, if I print day here, let me show it to you that if I put a day here, it is Tuesday today, right? So Tuesday should be coming up something like 2 here, and it start from, let me just copy this days of week here and show it to you that how it's coming up. So if I just do it like this, similarly I have to check take my days of weeks, right? So I can just do it like this, and then I can just make sure that if I print this value, I should be getting the correct value, which is which means that I have to put the correct indexing value, which is referring to my days. So I want a Tuesday value, so I can just write days of week and put a square bracket, and inside the square bracket I can put a t value here. It should be giving me Tuesday. Let's see. So yes, it's giving me Tuesday. So what we can do here is, now we have got our values that is belonging to the month, that is belonging to our week, and that is belonging to our year and month. So now let's what we can do here is we can target this. What we can target this this my date All right, so we can directly target this date and say that let uh, my or we can just make sure that we put a value which is different from my date. So what we can do here is we can just change it to md is equals to, let md is equals to document dot get dot query selector dot my date. Now I have to change it dynamically, right? So I can just put it like this, and then let's see how we will putting it like this. And if I just say that md dot inner html is equals to, first of all we have to put the uh, what we have to put first, first of all we have to put the year, then month, then month. So I will be just putting big backticks I will be putting, and first of all it will be year here, then separation of space, then it will be a month here, month, followed by date, so the date is date, and followed by comma, and then uh, followed by what, followed by day. So instead of this month, what I will be doing here is, if I put it like this, I will be getting 7 value here, and on date I will be getting 2 value here. As you can see on the screen, I am getting this value 20, 2023, 7, 29 and 2. So what I will be doing here is, instead of this I will be just indexing these values. So I will be saying there's days of week and put a square bracket here and putting day value inside those square brackets. Similarly I'll be doing it for this months and putting a square bracket, and inside those square bracket I will be writing month. Now I will be getting the value as 2023 August 29 and Tuesday. Now I will be changing the same thing, doing the same thing for my time as well. But before I do that, I will be just writing a function set time interval. Now it's after one each second I have to change this dynamically. So I will be just putting whole code inside this. Alright, so I will be changing it dynamically, and I will be putting all of these two inside my set time interval. And for my document, now it's coming good. Now let's just change my date as well. Sorry, my time as well. My time. So let's say I have an hour time, and then minutes and second. So let hour is equals to my date dot get hours, and I'll be just writing it 3 times and changing it to minutes and seconds, and it will be like get minutes and it will be get seconds. Now I will be selecting my my time in my HTML document. So to do that I will be just writing let my time is equals to document dot query selector, and I will be selecting it with my class, that is my time, and then I can just make sure that I put it dynamically. So I will be saying that my time dot inner HTML is equals to backticks, and inside those backticks first of all I will be writing hours. So put a dollar sign here, it will be hour, separation by space, and putting a dollar again, and then a minutes, and then it will be seconds, so seconds. And then if I show it to you, it should be coming up like this. Now you can see that it is changing dynamically. You can put it something like this as well if you want to put H, M and S, and also you can put colon between these three values. See, it's coming up to be like this. Now you can, if you want to remove this HMS, which is understandable, you can just put it like this. As you can see, it's coming up to be like this. Or if you want to just put S here only for seconds, you can put it like this. Alright, so as you can see, 13, 8 and 59, which means that it is 13 and it is which means 13 hours 99 minutes and 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds. So it is changing dynamically. If you wish to change the UI, you can just modify it a bit. Like if you want to change the color of the color of this, you can just change it to if you want to change the color, you can change it. You can just make sure that if we put echo here, and let's see what's it looking like. So it's looking like this. I want to make sure that if it's white, how it's looking in white. And if I just put a text shadow, I want to change the text shadow. I do not want to change this text color. I want to change the text shadow. So instead of this white, if I try to put echo here, how it's looking, let's see. So it's looking great and it's looking better. Now this is the project which we have created, and I have shown it to you live how we have created this project. So if you like this tutorial, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and if you have any doubt, you can just ask me in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. Please do subscribe to the channel for such tutorials and videos on HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and see you next time.